My mom would go, don't look, don't look, don't look. She'd pull us away. Wow.
Yeah.
Because there was someone hanging from a tree.
None of it is true. Let me give you, check the references. So Pam Grier was born in 1949. The last lynching in Ohio was 1911. Speaking of people who are delusional.
Oh boy.
This next person here, Pam Grier, went on, I believe it was The View, and told quite a story. She spinned quite a yarn about growing up and what she had experienced growing up. It's Pam Grier.
You faced a lot of racism growing up in Columbus, Ohio. How did that shape you?
Well, the military wouldn't allow black families to live on the base, so you had to live in an apartment. And you couldn't take a bus. You couldn't afford a car. You walked. Your dads walked to the base. And
where's your broomstick?
We would go from tree shade to shade
She's
to
winded.
get back to the apartment.
Watch this.
My brother and I, my mom, with bags, and my mom would go, "Don't look, don't look, don't look." She'd pull us away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because there was someone hanging from a tree. And they have a memorial for it now, where you can see where people were and left. And
Oh
it
my
triggers
God.
me today to see that a voice can be silenced. And if a white family supported a black, they're going to get burned down or killed or lynched as well.
Yeah.
And here's the problem with the influence of feminism. It is the idea of empathy being a more important value than truth, than facts. So people go, well, no, that's her truth. She has to tell her story. Okay, rest in Reese's Pieces, Pam Grier. None of it is true. Let me give you, check the references. So Pam Grier was born in 1949. The last lynching in Ohio was 1911. If you want to be really generous, some unconfirmed sources say there was one in 1932. Still well before she was born, and certainly not at a point in her life where her mom would have to shield her from roots taking place at the town square. She's also from Columbus. There were no lynchings ever recorded in Columbus, Ohio.
Motherfucker.
40%, by the way, of all Ohio lynching victims were white. That's a piece of information that you may want to take with you. And nationwide, 37% of lynchings were actually white people. So let's just...
Hold on a second. Who was lynching the white people? Other white people?
Yeah, probably other white people.
Oh, for like crimes and...
To be fair, they were probably race mixers. Despite all of that...
Interlopers.
This is not surprising because Pam Grier actually has a long history of white hatred. Hey, Pam, it's not black and white, okay? We are all one.
It looked like me at a yard sale. I'll take the arm off.
Looks like me at the
This thing's heavy.
Spirit Airlines terminal.
By the way, I love that she gave us the out. She's like, and there are memorials. Yes, there are memorials. You know how I know you never looked at any of them? Because you would have known that it was about 50 years before you were born.
Yeah.
Last one they had one too.
And how about the fact that she's famous? It's such a racist country.
Yeah.
She grew up to be a movie star.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And no one at The View just might say, wait, hold on. Again,
No.
you may not have the facts at the ready, but I could do the math and go, okay, she's 60, however old she is, before even looking at her birth date, I would go, there's no way that's true. There's no way that's true. But no one at The View can say that because it's the sisterhood.
Yeah.
And here's the big problem with that. Think of it as a tube, okay? Grievances have to go through a tube, meaning you can only fit one at a time as far as what we're going to deal with. Historically, you can't address all grievances at once. And if you're dealing with a grievance that is a lie, the actual grievance can't be dealt with. I'll give you a one-to-one comparison. My dad was part of the racial integration busing system after the Detroit riots. Vice principal got stabbed in the bathroom because they were biracial and black people didn't like this person. My dad got his ass kicked because he was white. There were actual racial riots. There were race-based killings. But because he's white, here's the tube. You can't fit it. You got to fit the BS, the complete lie from Pam Grier. And that's what we've been stuffing down the tube for decades. So it's the only problem we can deal with, even though it's not a real problem. 1911, I would say we're past it. That is certainly well before we nuked Japan twice, and they've been able to move on down the trail. Maybe you might want to think about that, Pam Grier, unless you're saying that you have it tougher than those from Hiroshima. Okay. Hey, do you like what you saw? I don't know how because it's on YouTube and we have to cut all the good parts out. So you should tune in live weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern on Rumble. We can still speak freely and even use words like and get and
So,
whoa. You've been here this whole time?
yeah. Snuck in.